everyone, thank you so much for watching. My name is Maya if you're new here. I just decided to do this little get ready with me. Very glowy, very appropriate for any occasion. Yeah, I'm going to work after this, so I actually really have to leave soon. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna get started then. I'm gonna take the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and I'm gonna start with this shade over here. It's like a yellowy orangey kind of color. I'm just gonna blend this lightly in the crease. Just very messy, very blown out, and I like to do my eyes first before my face, just so that if we get any fallout, we can easily wipe it away. I'm gonna take a smaller blending brush, and I think I'm gonna go into this shade right here from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And again, I'm just gonna further deepen up that crease. Okay, so now that we have that blended, I just went back in with that first shade and helped to blend out the edges. The Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm gonna dip into Sienna and mix it with Rustic on that same small blending brush. And I'm gonna work this on basically like the outer and inner corners. And then kind of just dragging it very lightly through the crease like that, and we'll see what we end up with. Still on that smaller blending brush, I'm just gonna go into Cypress Umber from the Soft Glam palette, and again just deepening up the inner and outer corner. This time I'm gonna take it even further out and like further down, so that we really get that blending gradients. I'm gonna go in with a lid shade. So I'm gonna go back into the Anastasia palette and take the color Bronze. And first I'm just gonna try and apply it dry and see how it looks. And I'm just gonna apply that to the center of the lids. I'm actually just gonna wet it with my Morphe setting spray. Just a teensy little bit, and then we will go back into the lid. I've got the lid shade on, so now I'm just gonna go back in with the small brush and go back in with Sienna and Rustic, and then just blend out the edges. And then taking a little bit more of Cypress Umber again, and then deepening it up even more. Cool, okay. So now that we've blended out the little bit more, obviously we lost a little bit of pigment in the center, so I'm just gonna go back in with the gold again and put a little bit more just on the very center of the lid there. All I'm gonna do for the eyes for right now. We're gonna move on to the face and then finish up the eyes in a little bit. I just wiped off the excess with a makeup wipe, and I did prime before I did my eyeshadow just to let it seep into the skin a little bit. I just used the Smashbox primerizer, but I'm gonna go in with the MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Gold Light, and I really like this stuff. Oh wow, except I hate the packaging because this always happens. But yeah, mainly focusing it on the high points, but really I just put it all over my face. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. It's a little bit too dark for me, so I'm gonna try and mix in the Sephora Collection 10-Hour Wear Foundation. I'm just gonna dot it all over my face. Ew, that was a hair. That's gross. I'm gonna take a very dirty beauty blender and just buff that into my skin. I'm gonna go in with the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. Mine's in the shade number 1. Just like to put that here. Just gonna add more, cause why not? Beauty blender again, gonna blend it out. Next, just gonna go in with some cream bronzer. So I've really been liking the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer in the shade Baked. So I just like to take that on basically like the side of the brush like that, and then just blend it into my skin. Just like to take a teensy little bit just down the sides of my nose and under the tip. Not really to contour, but more so just to like add color and balance everything out. So the next thing I'm gonna do after I'm done the powder products is I'm just gonna set a few places. So I'm just gonna take a small, this brush is so ratchet, but I'm just gonna blend out the creases from under my eye first. A little bit of setting powder. This is the Hourglass one. And I just literally put the tiniest amount. A little on the forehead. So I'm just gonna bronze up with some powder bronzer using the HALO. I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and bronze my entire face. I'm gonna go back in with the Jaclyn Hill palette again and take that yellow shade that we were using before. A little dome kind of brush and just kind of drag that on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take like a really, it's like a fluffier kind of flat brush, and gonna take that second shade we used from the Jaclyn Hill palette and just run it a little bit closer to the lash line. So then taking a very precise brush and going back into the Soft Glam palette and taking Sienna and Rustic again on the lower lash line, this time like basically on the lash line, very close. I just put my lashes on off camera. They are the Lily Lashes Miami. Now I'm just gonna apply some blush. This is Milani Luminoso. And just going back in with the Beauty Blender and blending it again. Just gonna set the face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And for highlights, I'm taking the Anastasia and Amrezy highlight. Look at that. This is literally my favorite, and I'm just gonna highlight basically my entire face. Okay, cool, super glowy. Now, inner corner highlight, small little brush, and I'm gonna take this second shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette and pop that on the inner corner. All right, so I'm just gonna add a small coat of mascara. I don't know why this always has to happen to me. I usually have eyelash extensions, but I was taking a break from them, and I just hate putting on mascara because this always happens, literally every time. So we're just gonna let this dry and then get it off with a spoolie. For lips, I'm taking the Morphe lip liner in the shade Backseat Love. And yeah, I'm gonna overline my lips because why not? And then over top of that, I'm just gonna go in with the Fenty Gloss in Fussy. This is my literal favorite lip gloss ever. So that wraps up today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it and if you liked the look, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you leave a comment down below. If you guys have any video requests or anything for me to do, make sure you leave those in the comments below. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.